was at one point, you said, I just remember being shot by your client. You know, almost being killed by your client. That's what I remember.
If you think that's the, go get my paperwork.
This is your paperwork.
No. I'm saying, hold on. But that's from the recordings, right?
No.
The recordings.
No.
From what?
This is from the court date, the trial.
Right.
I got the whole.
Right. No. But a lot of that is from recordings, and then you have to look at it to see which one is the stand and which one was the recordings. They are basing. See, this is where the recordings come in, and they're basing everything. His defense is basing everything on what I said from the recordings. We knew they're going to do that. That's all. That's the recordings. That's not me saying it on the stand. I'm telling you.
Okay, so you read it. This is.
No.
You gotta get the paperwork. Yo, this is your paperwork, right? I don't know why Benzino just don't stay off the net, stay up out the blogosphere. Real talk. Every time this dude gets online, it's drama. You know what I mean? It's no good. And you can see it affects him deeply, personally. Like the times where his personal life played out with the body cam footage. Just, he's a troubled individual, to say the least. And in this instance right here, like, you can clearly see that his image as this, I don't know, it's like, I run the streets of Boston, the mean streets of Boston. I'm like the Cosa Nostra, you know what I mean? He's trying to blend hip hop with some mafioso type ish, the made men and all that, you know? And it's like, yo, you cooperated with law enforcement and it helped secure a conviction against your nephew who fired on you during a funeral procession. I forget, was it a grandmother or someone? I can't recall, man, but things went down at a damn funeral. That's wild, man. There's another rapper, 40 Glock. Do y'all remember that? 40 Glock got wetted up at a funeral in like 2017 by someone from his hood, I guess. And he didn't cooperate. That dude walked, you know, and that's the whole street code and all that. Something that's been talked about a trillion times in the blogosphere. Street code, civilians, street guys, who's what, gang banging, all this different ish. And at the end of the day, a lot of these rappers are just pushing an image. Some rappers really were about that life, and then when they start getting to a bag and seeing success, they want to level up and get away from things. Some rappers keep one foot in the streets and it gets them caught up. It's just a whole lot of different ish that we've seen play out. And Benzino, a guy who, I think the whole reason he comes to the blogosphere the way he does, when he's always telling us, yo, I got the Benzino crab trap restaurants, I'm making millions of dollars, I'm rich and successful still. I didn't kill the source with my own personal beef against Eminem and letting it spill out into the source, which was once considered the Bible of hip hop, and the made men got 5 mics and all that. You know what I mean? He's always trying to let everyone know, I'm unfazed, I'm a living legend, I didn't take no L's, I'm doing good, I want to beef with Eminem, I want peace, I want beef, I want peace. Like, he's just all over the place. And you see here, when it's clearly been exposed, as this was already previously exposed by Whack 100, you know, and yes, Whack 100 does a lot of police ass antics himself, but the exposal of Benzino was clear. He told, you know what I mean? When he got shot up, he flagged down someone else who drove him non-fatal injuries. He first went to the police station. He didn't go right to the hospital. You know what I mean? If he wanted to keep it G and all that, why didn't he just go straight to the hospital? And then when they called the police because they can tell it's some kind of wound related to a GSW, hey, I don't know nothing. I ain't telling y'all nothing, or I didn't see who did it or whatever. No, he cooperated. You know what I mean? And you see Fifth and 1090 Jake in the comments like, yo, this is your paperwork. You know what I mean? And 1090 is like, I got over 317 pages of this dude on the stand. Like, he met with the police. He went to the court proceedings, testified at trial. His nephew, Guy Scott, I believe that's how you say his name, got sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. And the police said, thank you, Zeno. You helped us secure this conviction, and, you know, we tore down your image as this Boston street legend that you try to portray to everyone. You told, you didn't just lose in a rap beef with Eminem, and that's why 50 Cent is laughing his fucking ass off. He's continued to smash on Benzino. And y'all seen that a little while back. Benzino was coming off zesty as fuck a few months ago, where he was trying to get at 50 on some social media posts, and he was in the middle of a workout, and he started flexing like, what do you think about this, Curtis? Can you do this, Curtis? Like, showing off his physique, pause, and then trying to diss 50 Cent. Talking, like, I don't know, it was some real weird, like, workout, steroid addict type ish. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, there's some weird things that go on in the gym from time to time, I've heard. Pause. I ain't no gym rat, but some individuals that told me, man, there's always some dude in the gym slanging roids, and then there's always some weirdish going on in the gym too. You got to keep your head on a swivel and be aware. And Benzino comes off as one of those guys that, I don't know, his presence in the gym probably makes people very, very uncomfortable. But the bullish he's talking about, the recordings and the transcript, and the dude's like, yo, this is your paperwork. What are you talking about, Mr. Raymond Scott? You told, we got it right here. And he said, no, we laid it out for the defense to do this and that, like trying to spin this narrative like he somehow helped the guy's defense. He got convicted. You know what I mean? It's like this other rat-ass rapper out here who told in a murder case and tried to spin all these different bullish narratives about how he was doing the guy a favor, trying to help him get off. Like, listen, if you're G like that and you just keep it funky and you're a street dude to the fullest and you don't play none of them police games, you don't talk to the police, right? No snitching is my statement. I mean, it just gets old with these delusional ass rappers, and Benzino is so delusional, man. They just want to, like, I don't know, they must surround themselves with yes men that just go along with the fluckery that they're talking about, because they actually have the nerve to get on the blogosphere and try to spin this ish, and it's just, it ain't adding up. No one's fucking with it, and it's goofy at the end of the day, man. So here we are, 2025, 50 Cent, 1090 Jake, teaming up, laughing at Benzino. Hit the comments with your thoughts about it all. It's just, like I said, do you agree with me that Benzino just needs to stay up out of the blogosphere? This guy loses his cool all the time. He can't build with no one. He burns down relationships as far as like networking and things like that go. He's just his own one-man show. He's a legend in his own mind. And then speaking of 1090 Jake, right? Him and 50 Cent developed this rapport when Fifth was getting at Big Meech. 1090 did a video on it and all that, and they seem to have some kind of, rapport, and they're cool with each other. And 1090 obviously had a pretty amazing rise to success in the blogosphere, and he's hit Vlad TV and all these other media outlets telling his story, and many people have came at him, trying to say, listen, Jake ain't G like that, or Jay. And I'm not saying that, I'm just saying what goes on in the blogosphere. As always, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on these topics in which we're speaking of. And we've seen people go at 1090 Jake. At one point, there was like a fake statement type deal where this dude put together this fake pack of paperwork. I wonder whatever happened to that dude that did that. He put together this whole fake play where some of it was real paperwork, some of it was fake, with the broken window, with the BB gun or whatever, where 1090 lied to the police or whatever. And then there was that grievance situation where he wrote a grievance while he was locked down and all that. And people reacted to it however they did, but for the most part, it didn't hurt 1090 Jake's image at all. He's continued to do what he does and have his success and all that. But now, I don't know if y'all seen this just the other day, this one channel, what's dude's name, like Byron Blake or something like that, he's came at 1090 Jake with some whole new allegations, really attacking 1090's character, saying that 1090 was a prison wife for this Rambo guy. Pause, okay? Again, I ain't saying this. I'm saying something that's going on in the blogosphere. I need to hear everyone's thoughts in the comments on this. Like, he's laying out this whole theory that there were two different inmates beefing with each other over like that 1090 was their prison property or something. Pause. I just got to keep throwing pauses out there when speaking of this. And one thing about this all that the dude did show, from my understanding, it is actual factual, is the Rambo dude seemingly had some weirdo charges. And he was saying to 1090, yo, why didn't you at least, like, if this ain't true or whatever, why haven't you done a video on your man's Rambo? Why do you fuck with that dude at all if he had these weirdo charges? Why are you cool with that? You know, and that was the basis of a lot of it. Was he was saying the reason 1090 never spoke on it is because the Rambo dude will expose him. So I don't know, you know, it could just be cap, it could just be theory, it could just be some spin, or it could be fact. I don't know. I remember a while back there was some other dude that 1090 was like cool with, and it came out that the guy told her something like that, and 1090 did indeed do a video, you know, cutting ties with the guy and exposing him as a rat or whatever. So as to what the Byron Blake dude was saying, like, you know, why, like, now that it's out there, if that is indeed what it is, that the Rambo dude truly is no good, that's on some like weirdo-ish, will 1090 speak on it? Will he speak on these allegations? I mean, if they ain't true, I would ignore that ish. You know what I mean? If you react to something of that nature, people are going to be like, oh, why do you react to it? You know what I mean? Like, if this is just cap, why would he speak about some old prison wife-ish? It's true. Like, it's so wild navigating the blogosphere. You know what I mean? When individuals are on top, people want to try to tear them down, and people will come with just some capparies, just some made-up ish. Is that what this is? Or is there something there? Tap in and let me know. But there you have it. Fifth, Benzino, the telling Benzino's delusions, and 1090 Jake and these new allegations against him. Let's discuss it all in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. It's coffee, and I'm about here. Peace.